I did a video of Alex Jones having a facial meltdown. It looked like he was having a hard time holding himself together.
Welcome to my channel. This is Hazel Fiverr. First of all, I just want to say the Mandela effect is evil. And I feel that the Mandela effect is like a crime scene that we stumbled upon.
One of you who made the discovery that I'm going to show you next. Something.
I'm using this phone to call this phone. It's ringing here. Let me pick up. Hello?
Hello?
I'm talking through this one. So it's going to show you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hey babe.
Hey, babe.
How you doing? How was your
How was
day?
your day?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
This free app lets you change your voice in real time.
Here's what my voice sounds like as President Joe Biden.
Change your voice from male to female in less than a minute. Smooth volume to compress the vocals before conversion. And here's how my voice sounds with a female voice model.
Sit down, relax, and take a deep breath.
That something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in.
And well, for any of you newcomers out here to my content, this is really where I got my start, other than exposing flat Earth. So let me catch you up. Let me just show you some of Joe's falls. And look, even the hand timing. Every time he falls, there's a suspiciously similar fall from Jim. I'm just gonna let you watch this because I haven't played these in a long time. And there are probably a lot of you out there that just found truth that haven't seen these. So watch the timing of the hand wave even. And now this is one of my favorites coming up here. Do you remember when Joe just happened to fall off a bike? Could it look any more like Jim? And well, I'm going to leave you with my piece de resistance of all Jim Carrey and JB. This is him in a uncut one walk from Air Force One, or whatever that was, a helicopter maybe, to Air Force One. And watch the timing of this. Watch the completely intentional timing of arm up. And I had to piece a few of his movies together, but this is one, and they just happen to exactly match. Exactly match. Joe's walk. And if you watch this and you think it's just a coincidence, then my friends, you're not as awake as you think you are. Look at even the timing of the hand. Watch this. There's no mistaking. That's Jim Carrey. That's Jim Carrey. If you can't see that, well, you're still in the Matrix. Really still in the Matrix. So I'm just going to let this play out here and then give you my normal line. That, of course, I know, even down to the color blue and the red carpet that he just ran up that was in the red carpet, and that red carpet's not normally there because I've been to that hotel, that this is for entertainment only and pure coincidence.
But you couldn't figure out just what it was. Then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. People need to be aware that when we talk about silent weapons for quiet wars, we are talking about frequencies, frequency weapons, and electromagnetic waves that are being used on us. It's being used in many different ways. And remember, the Bible tells us in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2, where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. They are using the air to wage war on God's creation, humanity. And the air, the prince of the power of the air, is none other than Lucifer himself.
All of us have noticed all the gold fixtures and trophies and ornaments in the Oval Office since Trump moved back in a few weeks ago. This picture in particular seemed to have stirred a lot of conversation, especially when we compare it to the way it looked just a couple of months ago before Trump was sworn in.
Welcome to my channel. This is Hazel Fiver.
It was one of you who made the discovery that I'm going to show you next.
Clip from this 1977 backstage. I guess it was a little bit of a ceremony for Elvis. This was Rapid City, South Dakota. Here you see Elvis being presented with a plaque and the Medallion of Life from a little girl. Her name is easy to find online, but I didn't want to put it out here on this video. It's a little bit weird to have your name associated with this, and she is still alive. And let me just say right up front, I do not believe she is a shapeshifter. Now, let's get into the weirdness. Elvis is about to accept the Medallion of Life from the little girl. He's going to lean in, give her a kiss. Everything seems pretty normal.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I did a song about, I don't know, when I was a baby. And you gotta lean on your knee like this, like a fool.
I confess. I kidnapped her. I killed her. Arrest me. Christ! No! Men get arrested. Dogs get put down.
The king of pop or the king of deception? I'm gonna let you decide, but I suggest you follow along because I have some pretty interesting information. Why don't we start at the end? Have you ever seen this video of the coroner's van that supposedly had Michael Jackson's body in it that didn't know it was being filmed? This guy thought he was going to capture them wheeling him out, and instead, he captured this. Now, I was very skeptical when I first saw this, so I had to do what I do, and I did my investigative work. 127602. Remember that number. So what I did is I went and I scoured the internet, and I found actual news footage of a helicopter filming the body of Michael Jackson going into a coroner's van. And you'll never guess what I found. Let's take a look at that number. Do we remember? 127602. And just in case your memory is not good, helicopter garage 127602. Now for me, this isn't enough to just automatically assume he's still alive, but when you keep digging, you'll see. This guy's name is Dave, and he's supposedly even a friend of Michael Jackson's. And have you ever heard him speak?
And there were all these Paul McCartney records all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and, you know, this and that. 13 solo albums, solo appearances on TV shows. And there were all these Paul McCartney records.
And like I told you, this is not the actual mark of the beast, but it's coming. Guys, this is biblical prophecy. You didn't think it would happen in your lifetime. You didn't think we would be in the end times during your lifetime, did you? I didn't. I certainly didn't. I was distracted with everything else. I had plans and I'm going to do this and that. The Lord has taken all my desire for plans and things and like it's all gone. I care about nothing but taking care of my family, spreading the message of Jesus Christ.
Normal up until this point. You'll see some pictures here in a moment, but then about here, things get a little strange. So now we're going to go through a series of pictures where you see the little girl have a range of emotions, and then right about here, she sees something wrong as he pulls away. What does she see? Well, we're all about to see it for ourselves as he stands up and looks at the camera right here. What's weird is somehow the guy holding the microphone misses this part, but here very soon he's going to notice something that is amiss. I think that'll be right about here, and he looks a little disturbed. After seeing this, he quickly walks away, and then acts like nothing ever happened. Look at his face. Yikes. You also see a couple of Elvis's men seeing everything as it happens. One of them steps in front of the camera. The other man goes directly for the eye that was just melting. Here we go again, in real time. See Elvis's guy step in front of the camera right here? Then the other guy goes right for the eye. He saw exactly what happened. That's the only way to explain him going right onto the eye. Now you start to see some other weirdness around Elvis's face. Looks like he's getting holes around his eyes. Now, people will tell you, no, those were just dark circles under his eyes. You know, have you ever seen this phenomenon before? And also, look at the shape of his face and head. He looks like a turtle, if not a snake, right there. Now, that's important because this is the afternoon of the concert, just a few hours before he goes on stage. We're going to see him on stage here in a little bit, and he's going to look very, very different. In fact, now is this the same guy we just saw? In this next picture coming up, was supposed to be taken at the same time as the other picture. What is going on here? How does this even make sense? Now, as they're leaving, if you look back in the background, you'll see them working on Elvis, which he's going to need a lot of work to look like he did in the one picture, that's for sure. One more time, let's look again. I don't even believe that's the same guy. I just don't see it. He looks entirely different. All the way around. It's supposed to be the same day, the same night, the same moment. Even the little girl looks different. Now, here's an article about those videotapes. You see the blurry part right in the middle is because this gentleman could not sell these tapes for profit. Someone got a hold of them years ago. I saw this online, and they put the entire 4.5 hours online. Now, someone has chased it all down, but that's where I first came in contact with this weird video, the one where his face blows up. The thing about the black and white videos is they're from a pure source. They were only handled by that one gentleman for years and years. So they have more of a clean line of ownership. Now, I don't know what happened to put this online or if he had anything to do with it, but someone snuck them out years and years ago and put the whole 4.5 hours on. I watched it. I didn't record it, but I remember seeing this initial video where his head explodes, and I just didn't know what to make of it. And then I went back, and it was gone. It disappeared. And now look how much better the quality is of this video suddenly.
Thank you very much. United Nations, the UN has such tremendous potential, but it's not even coming close to living up to that potential. For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strong letter and then never follow that letter up. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen. These are the 2 things I got from the United Nations, a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter.
He said, let's go outside. So we went out there. All of a sudden he said, son, you see that light over there? And I look over and I see a light off over in the distance. I said, well, yeah. I said, plane. He said, I said, oh, okay. Light's coming closer and closer and closer. I'm waiting for the sound of there is no sound. There's a tree line there on the golf course, and it just kind of went and disappeared behind the trees there. He says, go in there and get Jerry. So I went in the house and got Jerry, and we come back, Elvis not there. I'm young at that time. I'm about 26 years old. I'm starting to think, what is going on here? Because Elvis had acted weird sometimes, you know, moving, making bushes quiver and move, and clouds form and dissipate. We're hollering out there, and all of a sudden, I hear this voice. I'm down here, guys.
Here we go again, in real time.
And we look down, he's about 3 houses down in the driveway. That light, they're gone. I said, who's gone? He said, they're gone, but they'll be back. Well, that's the way it was, but that's the house where we met the Beatles.
In America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes.
It figures it would be something like this.
Our nation, our ideal.
Excuse me. You're okay. This one, real ugly. Oh. You see, I take these glasses off She looks like a regular person, doesn't she, huh? Put him back on. Formaldehyde face. That's what we got.
That's enough out of you.
I've got one that can see.
He's a tall Caucasian male, doesn't appear armed, wearing sunglasses.
I don't like this one bit.
Something strange is happening. AI scientists are so worried they're making a monster, they chose a literal Lovecraftian creature as the meme to represent AI. Since 2023, the Shoggoth has been everywhere, from Times Square to the Wall Street Journal to the New York Times, which called it the most important meme in AI. It's why we chose it as the icon for this channel. That some AI insiders refer to their creations as Lovecraftian horrors, even as a joke, is unusual by historical standards. Put it this way, 15 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg wasn't going around comparing Facebook to Cthulhu. We already know that AI researchers are terrified of AI, with the godfather of the field estimating that the chances of humanity surviving against a superintelligent AI is worse than a coin flip.
So I actually think the risk is more than 50% of the existential threat.
But the Shoggoth meme continued to evolve. Well, the first clue is this. To the people building it, AI feels less like a computer program and more like an alien intelligence.
And they are alien intelligences.
But I think it is a mistake to assume that they are human-like in their thinking or capabilities or limitations. I always try to think of it as an alien intelligence.
I'm tending to think of it more in terms of really an alien invasion.
Maybe we now understand 3% of how they work.
And we've already.
What have we been talking about? What have we been talking about AI? And I've been talking to you guys about my beliefs. When I told you guys, you don't have to believe in the Bible. You don't have to believe in demons. You don't have to believe in any of that. But they do. They do. And when they say that it's an alien intelligence, no, it is angel intelligence, fallen angel intelligence. This is all spelled out in the Word of God. And then if you tie that with the book of Enoch, where we were taught technology by fallen angels, we were taught a lot of things by them, but nothing new there's nothing new under the sun, right?